Hey everyone, it's Karynjean. Welcome back to the studio. I am just giving you a little overview of what we have going on right now. I want you to be able to see the entire mess that is the work surface. Yes, indeed. Over here, slowly I turn. There's the scrap bucket. As you can tell, a lot of the scraps are on the desk. And there's the cart, which I'm going to have to move back over so I have access to a couple things there. But maybe you can guess by the book that we have in front of us is that we're going to be working on some master boards here. Sorry, as I put the camera up, there's no way. Okay, I have been trying to go through the scraps, and I'll show you what I've done. This is one of the books I use to make masterboards. It's about 8.5 by 11. I have a few copies of these. So this is what I've been doing with the scraps. Whoops, hello. This one is pulling right up. No worries, I lost the cap to this. So, hold on. I need to get this. Let me make sure. There. There. Okay, so these I did a while ago. These are nothing new. And what I do is I just use, sorry. Trash needs to go out too. I just use the base, this is I just use the pages as the base for the master board. And then because it's about 8.5 by 11, I could just put a piece of plain colored 8.5 by 11 cardstock or something on the back of it. And, cut it up to make tags or whatever. So these are the ones. So this is a green themed one. Yes, this is just book page. Here we have a blue theme. This is a pink theme. And what this is this is from a 12 by 12 scrapbook pad. It's, one of those big 12 by 12 things that what are you going to do unless you're using it for the background for a 12 by 12 scrapbook. So gold and pinks, I just put that down there and decorated some over it. And then we have this one here, which is a purple one, obviously, purple theme. Now, these are the ones I threw together, just threw down the background, did not decorate. So we have a pink theme one here, an orange theme, another purple theme, a blue theme. This is from my friend Flicka. And these are the pieces of wallpaper and stuff. And then now this is the one where I stopped. And I was thinking maybe just different fonts, newsprint book page to see if I have anything in here amongst all this mess. I was also making, let me show you. Let me pull this pile over here. This is what was also in the scrapbook. This is backed onto a piece of cardstock, so I'm not sure. This is backed onto a piece of cardstock for journaling card. This is, whoops, got a mess there. I have a lot of these squares. I use them for specimen slides. This one was a single, so all I did was, because it was already folded in. It was a package of, I got it from Hobby Lobby. I don't know how to describe it. You fold it together and it makes a box, okay, like a gift box with the plastic windows in it. That's what it is. And I cut them up to use as specimen slides. But I had this one in here, so I just put another gusset on the bottom of it to make it a gusseted pocket. This one was a big piece here. I made an envelope out of that. I made an envelope out of this. This is how I was just plowing through the scrap bucket. This was in there. I made a couple of journaling cards using some of the book page bases that I put together. I put this together. Whoops, what is that? That is the tissue paper. I put this together with the thought that it would go like over, if this was, here, let's do this again. It would be on the side of a book page, say this is the journal page, and then it would be a flip out as a little pocketed folder, right? And then this would be like glued down and as a tuck spot on the book page, or not, and we could just use it like this, as like this type of folder. I stenciled, I threw down some ink, that's tumbled glass, and then I chose, I thought I chose worn lipstick. What did I choose? Worn lipstick and this stencil is Vintage Moroccan by scrapbook.com. I thought the worn lipstick was going to be a little less bright, so then I just glued down on top of it to push it further back white tissue paper, which goes kind of translucent, and it pushes the stuff behind it back. This is also scraps, and then this is one of the trees that I had die cut out, and I was smart enough that had double-sided adhesive on the back of it, so it was very easy to put on there. These I had made a while ago. Again, this was in the scrap bucket. For me, when I'm trying to get rid of scraps, I realize this is a very long introduction to this video. This is what it means. It means making like tags and stuff, and when you're decorating tags, it can be very time-consuming. So, because you're not going to get a lot done. These here were 3 pieces of the Tim Holtz 6x6. I just made another one of these little accordion folds. I just put it together. I obviously didn't decorate any of it. This here, I made a big sheet. I still have a big piece of it over there. Well, that's a book page, journaling card, right? Let's go here. This is just a very thick piece of cardboard that can be used for the base of a journaling card. Here's another book page journaling card, which is also coming undone. Let's see what we can do here. This is from an old book. You can tell by the color of it. This is from the one of the books that I gutted to make the Vivaldi Four Seasons journals. This also is in the scrap bucket. It came, I think, in my little ephemera pack from England, my little bits and pieces from England. But it's an actual photo, so. This was in the scrap bucket, this little piece here. I turned it into just a little pocket. These were in the scrap bucket. I don't know what I'm doing with those. And so here are the book page bases for journaling cards, right? Glue stick together 3 pieces of book page. And yeah, and then it dries very solid. And then you would put something on the back of it. Now, I have a lot of these here because as I was gluing stuff down, I was using this book page as the base. And then when that would get all glued, I would then glue 2 pages together. So there's a lot of bases here for those. Put this all aside. And then these here are basically the same thing. I was doing a masterboard using a piece of the newsprint that's beneath us here. And I just put different book page all on top of it. And that was where I was going to stop. But then I took just a piece of the player piano paper and made this. So we have that as base as well for whatever, for masterboard. So let's flip back here and see what we can do to, all right, this is the one I stopped, to decorate. Or we could just go through and make more bases. Again, it's hard for me to do these things and to decorate when I don't have a journal in mind for them. right? Right, exactly right. So that's what's going on here today. I hope everybody's doing well. Y'all doing okay? Look, I took this out of one of the books I have. I love that. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I'm going to use it for something. That's going to be something special, something very scientific. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Again, and these are all just the smaller scraps. Oh, I have these scraps from the recipe journals. I put them all together, not quite sure what anything to do with those. We have these two scraps, which I used. These are 2 or 3. Oh, here we have 3. Use these to make writing boards. Let's see. We can... All right, let's just do this. Let's just do this. Whoops. Oh, where'd that come from? Don't know what that's to. I wonder if it's to the glass mat. Bear with me just a second. I think it's to the mat. There. Okay. So we'll cut these. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay, there. Let's cut them here. Okay, we could do that. Bear with me just a second. That way, that way, that way. Then we have these here, which maybe we could make... And then I was just thinking maybe we could just cut them all into like these squares and just put them all about. But no, let's just do this. And these are on double-sided adhesive, so these will go down very easily. So I know I asked everybody how they're doing. I'm doing pretty good. It is the first full week of December here. And yeah, I've been busy in the mornings when I finally convince myself to get out of bed, quite honestly, right? I you know, get myself ready for the day, whatever that's going to entail. If I need to do laundry, I'll get laundry done, you know, the whole thing. And then I've been busy doing the Christmas baking and candy making kind of thing. Christmas this year for us, it's going to be small. It's always small, I must say. I'm pretty sure I shared this before, but I will, excuse me, tell y'all again that it's been, I think, 6 years. 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 6 years. 6 years this time. 6 years ago, on Christmas, my mother died on Christmas. She was on hospice for a month. Up until like July of that year, she was perfectly fine. She was working. She actually had a heart attack, a mild heart attack at work, and continued to work through it. She was a nurse. She knew better. Was working and then went to the doctor, you know, afterwards. And it turned, you know, they did open heart surgery, the whole bit. Turned out she had congestive heart failure for a woman otherwise extremely healthy. You can't escape the genes, the genetics, my mother always said. Yeah, congestive heart failure. And she had this, you know, excuse me, open heart surgery. Everything. Should we put the plain green one down here? Remember that it's going to get cut up, and so we're really not going to see. Look at this. I like this. It's just a little strip, though. I'm seeing something here. Ooh, how about this one? Here we go. We could do that, and we could do that. Or we could just strip this twice. Why don't we just strip this twice? Anyway, so she had open heart surgery, had valves replaced or whatever. I'm not quite sure. Over that summer, she was in rehab. She was doing okay, but she was not participating in her rehab. She was actually, at the time, my daughter worked at a rehab facility, so that's where my mother was, and she just wasn't participating. And I understand open heart surgery can really mess with people's minds. From what I've been told, it's a psychological thing where the little excuse me. I know every morning I come on here. I should probably wait until the afternoon to make videos because I'm still a little bit froggy. Anyway, so she wasn't doing her rehab the way she was supposed to be, and they couldn't keep her in rehab anymore because she just was non-compliant. So it was a few days before Thanksgiving, we sat down with her. I was working for a hospice agency at the time, and we had a lot of patients at the facility where my daughter worked in the rehab portion of it. It was a assisted living nursing home, age and place. It was an age and place. And we sat down with her and we said, look, if you're not going to do this, if you're refusing medical intervention, then we're talking about hospice, because what are your options? And so she agreed to go on hospice, and we brought her home the day before Thanksgiving, and this was in 2017. And 4 weeks later, slightly after midnight, Christmas Eve into Christmas Day, is when she died. And let's see if we can do another base. So this time of year, I was trying to remember why I even started this story, honestly. So this time of year, see, this could be actually, again, it's a nice big size. It can be put in a page, put in a journal. Or it can be just made into journaling cards itself. We'll put it here, though. So this time of year, although it's getting better and better, well, getting better for me, I'm not so sure about my daughter. My daughter's very close to my mother's. It's just a difficult time of year. Let's just say that for certain members of the family. But so what we're doing for Christmas this year is my daughter and my grandson, my son-in-law, they're going to come over on Christmas Eve sometime during the day. And we've already said, I told her, we're not doing presents. No presents. We're not doing presents. No presents. I mean, there's just no need for presents. I'm seeing a purple theme here. And we're just going to, enjoy each other's company and spend time together. And I'm not so sure about that one. Yeah. But, and my daughter and I, as we were talking and stuff, she was, I said, and we'll talk about like a family vacation, and I will take us all on a family vacation next Christmas, right? I can't do it this Christmas. I'll do it next Christmas. Have time, Bella, time to prepare and talk about it and figure out where we want to go and stuff. And I was thinking, because this has always been my most favorite time of year, not so much anymore. Okay, we're going to have to do something with that. Not because it's big. Not so much anymore. I'm just, because of the death of my mother, regardless of how well we got along or didn't get along, she was still my mother, kind of thing. So, and I'm thinking, we could go someplace, someplace pretty in the mountains, enjoy the Christmas season. And she's like, no, Mom, we're going to a beach. I'm like, okay, we'll go to a beach. I don't care. I don't care. I said, we could go to Disney. My And I told her, I said, my daughter has never forgiven me for not taking her to Disney when she was growing up, because all her friends were going to Disney. And she said, that's right. You never took me to Disney. I'm a deprived childhood. So, I don't know. We'll do something about that. And that's not what I was, still don't know why I brought that all up. Anyway. So, do we want to do another one? I really want to get through some of these things. These are cardstock. That's very specific. Starry, starry night. Starry night. Starry night. This is paperweight. This is cardstock. Okay, let's see what we got here. This, to me, looks like raindrops. It introduces a new color. Here we have a bit of Starry Night. What else do we have? Here we have a bit of gold. Okay, look at this. We're doing it, folks. We're doing it. That's stars too. Let's see. Do we have anything? Happy Hanukkah. This. No, wrong color blue. Definitely wrong color blue. All right, we could use that because it's going to be, things are going to be put on top of it and all. I don't think it matters that we have the Ferris wheel showing there. What else do we have? Okay. I know. It's a complete mess, isn't it? Oh, here's more Starry Night. We have plenty. I think we'll have plenty for Starry Night kind of stuff. That could be a journaling card as well. All right. This is what I'm doing. I was saying this can be a journaling card in something. It needs to be mounted, though. So I am going to take, come on you, one of our bases here. Yeah. This is what we're doing. And we'll flip it. Yeah. There. Put it there. Okay. I'm going to just cut off this rough edge here. Get that. See, it's very sturdy. Okay, so there's one journaling card that we have to, I know I said, oh no, this will be a journaling card. I am hanging on to this. Don't ask me why. I'm hanging on to this. It's going to go into a specific journal. I don't have the journal in mind yet. Kind of like the Jane Eyre journal or the Anna Green Gables journal, which I gave to my niece. That baby, my grandniece, who's 9 months old, she's so stinking cute. She's walking. She's walking now. I'm not quite sure if she's talking, but she's adorable. Of course, she's adorable. I'm going to set that aside for the moment. Now, this might be too, we could always cut it down. We could always cut it down. This we're going to have to cut down. We might not need that one. All right, we have this one here. Starry, starry night. Gonna have to I'm going to have to trim that. Trim it a little bit or just overlap it a little bit. We'll probably overlap it a little bit. And then we could do another strip of, well, no, I'm going to want to, I said, I'm wondering if, I was just going to say, let me go pull some gold paper out, but then I'm slapping myself saying, figuratively slapping myself saying, no, you're not pulling out any gold paper. You're using what's in the scrap bucket, you crazy woman, you. So, as I go into the scrap bucket, me crazy woman me, do I have anything here that, no, like, see, these are really big, so I didn't even bother pulling them out because they're just too big that they can be used for something or other. A little bit of book page. Ugh. All right, here. What do we have? Do we want to do, no, I don't want to introduce green, although I could introduce a strip of green. All right, let's pull that out. What is this? Green and limes. This, oof, hurts the eyes, hurts the eyes. We have cardstock. I probably should just cut these pieces down as I'm saying this. It's been my thought for, that doesn't belong in there, for a time now. Just cut them down to card fronts, for card fronts. So that is what I'm going to do, but not on camera. You guys don't need to see me cut things down. This is, yeah, watercolor paper. Not heavy watercolor paper, though, but watercolor paper. Okay, yeah, see, these can be cut down into card fronts. Get them out of my scrap bucket. That's what that'll do. It'll get them out of my scrap bucket anyway. Okay. Set those aside. For later. And sorry guys, I'm just over here looking. Oh, well, wait a second. Looky loo right there. Let's looky loo right there. So we can, what were we thinking? We were thinking that to that to that. That is a bit of a harsh, we could do that. No, that doesn't. Gosh golly. We could do that to that. Do we want to do the green instead of the blue? Ugh. Let me get these out of the way. Head up. Okay, so all right, we're just gonna put these all together like so. And we're going to mark it right here. It doesn't have to be perfect because we were doing this. When we tear it out and use it, we will trim it down appropriately. And like so. And that's also why I'm not concerned about me not cutting a straight line. Okay. Oh, goodness. So this is one way to deal with your scraps. is to make a base for a master board. Now, if I wanted to, yes, I did. I put it straight down in glue because I'm just that smart. There. Put this one up right against it. Yeah, so master boards. Now, and then another project could be just tearing out the bases for the master boards and decorating them. Although, again, for me, without having a specific journal in mind, that can be kind of difficult. Okay. And oops, there. Oh, and I will tell you this, that when I use the glue stick on book page, the book page always shreds on my fingers, not so with the cardstock. Also, what I've discovered, I might have shared this in a video or not, I'm not sure, is that especially when I'm using the glue stick and my hands get glued because I need to, you know, like do this with it, I have my cornstarch right there, and I just put cornstarch on my fingers, and I no longer am being bothered by my fingers sticking to everything like so. But we first need to get this one, get on up in there, just like that, and just like that. And I'm going to reach over here into the cornstarch. Just kind of squeeze the bag a little bit, rub my fingers on it. As you can see, cornstarch. But now my fingers aren't sticky anymore. Okay, so there we have another base done. I am going to trim it just a hair here. Blind trimming it because the green paper was hanging off the edge of the page. Okay, so we did that. Oh, what do we have here? Pink, 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 pink. A little bit of pink. Tiny bubbles. I am just now going to maybe not see what, take that one away if I'm putting that one up, put this one. Okay, that looks good to me. Let's see if we can make a something out of it. Let's see if we can make something out of it. Put this one this way. We could put that one that way. Okay. Okay. We're working on it. We're working on it. We could put this. We could put this there. Where's this one? I like this one. Put that there. We could put this one there. But, or we can take that one away. We could put this one here. Or, bear with me just a second, because I know I have more of these in different colors somewhere in this pile. Although maybe I shouldn't be looking for them. Maybe I should just be, whatever my hand lands on is what we're going to use. Maybe that's the way we should play this game. Maybe that's the way we should play this game. This has gold in it, so we could put the gold there, right? The size of this, I said we could make something else out of this because of the size of it. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take our journaling bases here that we put together. Let's grab a couple of them. We're going to how big is this? Okay, we're going to trim it down is what we're going to do. Yes, we are. We're going to trim it down to about here. There. Simply because as those pages were glued together, we would have to, I wouldn't trust around the edges of them, is what I'm saying. I really should go through this Uline catalog and more I should go through it, period. There, okay. I'm going to put that one aside. And now this one, how wide is this? 5 inches. Probably going to have to get, will be cut down. Okay, we're going to trim it right here. There we go. This is what we're doing, folks. This is what I'm going to be spending a few hours today doing, is managing the scrap bucket. And, you know, now's the time of year, right? I don't want to, I said it before, I don't want to start a new project right now. I do know what the next project's going to be, but I don't want to start it during the holidays. I would like to, because then I would lose focus on the holidays. And I don't want to lose focus on the holidays. I'm going to trim off that rough edge there where the glue is from the book, edges of the book page. Let's get you moved. So we're just going to trim that off right there. Okay. And so these then can be cut down and decorated for journals themselves. Okay, so we have those. We did that. Let's get back to this. Okay, yes, look, I'm making more scraps, not less. That's okay. I'm using the scraps. I'm going to need a new glue stick soon. There. So I don't know if it is. It was, we had snow flurries this morning. This was our second day, not our second day, our second time. We had snow flurries the other morning, which is nice, you know, which is very nice this time of year. And I have been listening to a lot of Christmas music. Finally, I gave in. My type of Christmas music is, yes, I don't know if you can see the green. We're at the end of the glue stick here. When I tell my eavesdropper over there to play Christmas music. I say play Bing Crosby Christmas music, because that's the kind of Christmas music that I like. And one of my, well, you know, I love all the hymns and stuff. Of course, a lot of hymns I like. But right now, I'm really, really enjoying the song Christmas in Killarney. Right? Makes me want to go to Ireland for Christmas. Wouldn't that be lovely? Not a beach, I know, my daughter, but fun all the same. Christmas in Killarney, when all of the folks are home. Of course, again, we're talking about like Hallmark Christmas stuff when we talk about Christmas in Killarney. And Father John, and what is it? And Father John will bless the house basically before he leaves, kind of thing. Because Christmas in Killarney, when all of the folks are home. I want to put that one there. Oh. Jigs and reels and do. Anyway. Yeah. My mother's family is very, very Irish. Very Irish on both sides coming down. Irish. My mother's maiden name was Kennedy, no relation to the Boston Kennedys. Let's see if I can get some of that glue stick that's down there. And I'm not going to talk politics. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the politician, has been in the news a lot, and I'm just thinking his father and his uncles would be rolling over in their graves. Anyway, yeah, so those family names are Kennedy, Parker, Callan, Cameron. Trying to go back on the family tree. Ugh. There we go. And so the idea is that when we pull it out, we will back it onto something, and then we will trim it on the paper trimmer. We can decorate it like this beforehand and then just trim it down and see what we have, or we could trim it down and then decorate them. Right, we could trim it down and then decorate them. So I put this here because of the torn edge there, but again, it might not even be on the same journaling card or whatever. So we have that one, we have that one. What we might do here, and I'm going to do it now, is I'm just going to throw some washi tape down. And the washi tape is going to need to be drug through the glue stick, like so. Just to do some separation, right? We put it there, and we'll take another piece. We could also take another color, which we will in just a moment. Put that one there. Whoops. We also have the same washi tape with the pink grids. Might be too much pink, I'm thinking, which might be why I pulled out the green initially. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be too much pink. There. What else we got? What else we got? For some reason that doesn't look like it's laying flat to me. And so that, like how these are, we can bridge that gap there with washi tape. The gap can be bridged with the washi tape is what I'm saying. All right, do we have anything else here? What is this? We can, this little piece, we can put right there. Yes, we can. To bridge that, to make a bridge. Let's make some bridges. Right there. This here I had used to cut out 2 of those doves, and then I had a piece of this scrap paper and I just put it behind it to do that. That's what I did there. No big thing at all. Okay, I'm back. It's late at night. There was a problem in the recording that I was doing earlier, the end of it, so here I am again. Okay, what we've done is we did the scrap bucket. We did masterboard bases. That's what we were working on. Also, I showed you some other things that I was doing because I was trying to get rid of all the scraps. And now I've also organized the scraps. This isn't really, let's see if I can raise you up even more. There. Hopefully that gives you a better... Now, this is one of those Avery L pocket sleeves. It's a nice, heavy, plasticky thing. And I think it's like 5.5 by 7.5. 7.5 by 5 3/4. Okay, and it's lovely. But I was running out, and so I ordered more. At least I thought I ordered more, but I didn't order the Avery L. I ordered a different brand, which is this, which is a very thin plastic kind of acetate thing, which tears very easily. I've actually accidentally torn a few of these as I was organizing this. So my advice, spend the money, get the Avery L. You'll be saving your money in the long run. Okay, so the scrap bucket is, here we just have some loose things here. This here envelope, which is what the new sleeves came in, is the book page journal bases. I just have them all in there. And in here I have a couple of we did these, right? We pulled out some big scraps and we made some bases, journaling card bases using the book page. So we did that. And what else do we have here? And then I was organizing. I pulled all the scraps. Like this here says cardstock scraps. This was in all my over with my in my card making supplies, my card fronts that are cut down. I had things like this with different color families, and like this one says cardstock scraps. And I was going through those. I pulled all those out because I wanted all the scraps in this one place, the same place. And I started going through these and throwing some of them away. And then I'm like, well, you know, depending upon how wide they are. And so I figured these I could use for die cutting. And, you know, maybe tomorrow, the next day, I'll do a lot of die cutting. So, but that's so I've separated, I organized the scraps using these clear pouches. I don't know if this is how I'm going to keep it, but for right now, because it looks like I have a lot more scraps than what I started with. Yes, hello. So like here's even more of just miscellaneous card scraps. But here are the pink set I pulled. Here's craft cardstock manila envelope scraps. This is tissue paper, which is all just shoved here in the back. This is what we have. Here's some scraps from winter theme, the pink theme. My alcohol inks prints. Here's a whole mess of blue ones. I threw away a lot. I did throw away a lot. They're really thin strips. I said, I'm not going to use them. Why am I hanging on to them? Music paper scraps. This is mainly graph paper and some of those scraps. Some book page scraps. Again, some blue sky scraps. These was messing around with. Remember, I had pulled some of these out to do a masterboard base, and I might still do that with some of these. Here's glitter cardstock. Some greens and blues over here, some solids over here. So this is it. This is how I have it organized for the time being. Here's the Tim Holtz scraps. And then these, nothing's different here. This is how this always was, with the just different tissue paper and craft paper and stuff. So, so that's what I did. That's what I've done. That's what we've done. Again, I'm not starting any new projects. I think I'm just going to continue plowing through these scraps. Maybe I'll start doing a lot of die cutting with some of these larger ones. I don't know. As you know, it's difficult for me to make ephemera when I don't have a journal I'm making ephemera for. So, thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me, especially during this time of year. I hope that you're taking time to relax and to pamper yourself and to just be surrounded by love and kindness. Remember, the only thing that limits your imagination is you, so please don't. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.